What's good, everybody? It's your girl Lilo coming back to you with another podcast episode. That's right. I'm coming on here today just to share some amazing encouragement with you guys. Also to drop a YouTube video. I haven't done one in a while, so here's your visual. I've always initially when I started my podcast, I always just recorded off the dome or whatever, but I'm trying to be more organized and I'm trying to do things the right way. So I wanted to come on here because like I said, I wanted to give you guys a visual and give you guys some of my ideas on the encouragement, my view of encouragement for today. And the topic that I'll be discussing is you are what you think. Now, I really wanted to touch on this because it came from Proverbs 23:7. For as a man thinketh, so is he. So I wanted to share that with you all because we have the ability to control. Jeez. We have the ability, y'all. I'm sorry. I need some water. My bad. It's real. Oh no, where that came from. Anyways, we all have the ability to change the way we think. We are given, God has gave us this body, and this body has a mind, and our mind is occupied with thoughts that run every waking moment and every non-waking moment. So our mind is going constantly. It's one of the most operating things in our body, right? So most operating factors in our body that controls everything else we do. Like if I want, I just grabbed the water just then. I grabbed the water because my mind told me that I needed to grab the water, so therefore I grabbed the water and I drank. It's controlled by my actions, and my actions came from my mind. So I wanted to tell you guys that by saying that you are what you think, I want to put it out there that anything that you think it, King James Version. Anything that you think, you put it in your mind that's what will come, that's what you will be. If you think negative will happen. If you think positive will happen. I wanted to encourage you all. I always think about the positive impact on what your mind can do. Always think about how you can utilize your thoughts to be positive influences in everything that you do. That also goes to show what you do, who you hang around, or what you incorporate in your atmosphere. Always make sure that it's very positive. And I get it, sometimes we are filled with negative things. We all have a little sin in our nature. I'm not omitted from that. Sometimes I have a bad temper problem, but we have to use those things to change it's a positive. Yes, I have a bad temper, but I have a bad temper because I'm probably angry about something that I'm passionate about. So I'm a passionate person, and I'm a passionate person. That means I care, and that means that I am a caring person. So you see how I just changed all of those into it started with a bad temper, then it went to passionate, then it went to caring, and then it's a positive outlook on it. So don't, just because you have negative flaws or you feel as though you are not equipped to be a positive person, you are. And I wanted to encourage you all with that today, because you are what you think. I want you all to think positive. Always focus on the future. Be a positive person. Don't focus on what you don't have to be qualified to be a positive person. God has equipped us with everything that we need. So, if you think of yourself as having so much, then continue to think on that. If you think of yourself as being a person of less, then that's what you are, and that's what you could think. You can really think yourself into something. It's been times where I could think myself into depression because I'm thinking on the negative. And it's if I don't change this now and think on the positive, then it's going to transmute into something else, and that I don't want to happen or think. That is real. So I just want to encourage y'all today, always think on the positive, and know that you are what you think. Think of yourself. If you want to be a doctor, think about being a doctor. If you want to be a lawyer, think about being a lawyer. If you want to be a preacher, think about being a preacher. Like, think on the positive things, because you become what you think. If you think negative, then that's what you become. You become a negative person. No one wants to hang around you. I know I don't want to hang around negative people. I want all positive people in my circle. Think on the positive. I know I'm being redundant, saying this a lot, but I'm so for real. That's just how I want you to continue to, mesh it in your school, because I want you all to be prosperous people. And prosperous people, they don't look at everything with a pessimistic eye. They are very optimistic about the future, about what they're going to do. Like, you have to be optimistic about everything, which means that you have to have a positive outlook on it. Don't go into every situation and say something bad is going to happen. Well, guess what? Something bad is going to happen. Don't go into any circumstances thinking that things will not go your way. As a man thinketh, so is he. I want y'all to say it with me. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you continue to think that way, that's what is going to transmute into your life. I want you all to be able to be just positive minded people. Like, I don't want anyone listening to me and think that I'm negative and I'm really not trying to put it. I don't want y'all to do that. Negative, no. I'm all about positivity. I'm all about positive mental health, because there is negative mental health out there. I want you all to be great people and, just focus on happiness and focus on just something that's going to bring peace to your soul. For me, that's God. Like, God brings peace to me. I can think about God, and I could be in a crazy situation, and yeah, sometimes we don't think about God in that moment, but a lot of times if we really, I'm a very hard thinker, and I think about every possible outcome of any situation, and I always try to include God in that. And so, any time that, I think on God, it brings me peace to think about God. And I could be going through a lot, and I think about God. I think about God. I think about everything that He's done for me, how far He's changed my life. Not how far, but how much He's changed my life and how far I've come. And all of that tied together just brings in so much joy and positivity and peace. And anytime, any place I experience all of these, I become a better person. I become full of positivity. I radiate joy. And it's just, like I said, people, you are what you think. And I want you all to think positive. I want you all to be great people. Go out into the world. Don't let nobody stop you or deter you from who God has called you to be, because as you think, you are. So if you think of yourself as a positive person, you think of yourself as that, whoever, that boss, that CEO, whatever. If you think these things, you will become them. So think on what it is that you want to be. And shout out to my shirt today. Think rich, grow richer. Because that's the wave I'm on. Anyways, if you listening, y'all, you got to go to my YouTube video and watch it. If you watching, here you go. Yeah, my merch is on my store, so if you want to go buy that, check that out. But yeah, I had to throw that in there. Yeah, anyways. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. You are what you think. Think positive. Be great. Keep y'all heads up. Like, I know it's a hard time in today's society. We all go through things, and we all are fighting our own battles, and just have our own demons that we have to face. So I want to encourage you all, in the midst of it all, find God in it and be peaceful in it, and just allow yourself to radiate joy and exude a whole bunch of positive energy. And I send all my positive energy your way if you're listening. Like, I pray that you are positive in this moment. I pray that you have success. I pray that you accomplish everything that you set out to do and who you want to be. I encourage you to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for listening. It has been a pleasure. As you can see, my headphones sitting to the side. I was fighting with them not right before I got on this video. So yeah. Anyways, that's all I have. Thanks so much for tuning in. Deuces.